everyone, it's Dylan here and welcome back to another video of Dylan's Adventures. Today I will be showing you guys on how me and my family do hydroponics. So basically, you know that plants grow in soil, right? But in hydroponics, the plants that we grow in water. Isn't that really cool? So our method that we use for the hydroponics is called the Kratky method. And to start with that method, all you will need is some seeds and some rock wool. So rock wool comes in sheets. Right now, I am breaking up the rock wool sheet into individual cubes. Soak all sides in water. Place them inside containers. We like to use recycled takeout containers. Soak as many cubes as you want to make plants. This is my cat Dottie. She really likes rock wool and she really likes to lay on it like it's a pillow. She looks so cute. These are the seeds that we got. We have kale and lettuce. So what you want to do is you want to open up the packet. In this case, I'm opening up the lettuce packet. And just take the seeds and pour it into its own container. And now I'm going to pour the kale inside a separate container. So the lettuce seeds kind of look like mini almonds to me. And the kale seeds remind me of little cherries. Take a toothpick or barbecue skewer and dip it in water and pick up one individual seed. The skewer is good because it's hard to pick up the seeds with your finger. With the seed on the stick, place the seed inside the rock wool onto one of the sides. So I like to place 2 seeds inside one rock wool because it gives it the best chance to grow a plant. Just keep going until all of your cubes are filled. So now I'm going to do the same process but with the other seed. When all of your cubes are filled, take the extra seeds and put it back inside its packet. Fill your container with a few millimeters of water so that it keeps the rock wool moist for the seeds to grow. Place the container inside a dark spot for 1 or 2 days for the seeds to germinate. After that time has passed, check up on your seeds. You should be able to see little sprouts. And the seeds look so cute. After that time, we move them under grow lights. In this case, we have LED grow lights. We are currently growing basil, kale, and lettuce. All of the plants look so different. They're all different heights, shapes, and sizes, but they have one thing in common. They're all green. So here, I am drilling 2-inch holes into the bucket. So I'm going to put 2-inch grow nets into the hole. And the grow nets hold my plants. So right here is my very first time drilling, and I was pretty proud of myself. I've never done any of that before, and I consider myself pretty good at it now. I'm so proud of myself that I'm gonna give you guys a thumbs up and flex my muscles. So I drilled these holes into the bucket so that I can put some plants inside. Oh, that was fun. Here are some of the 5-gallon buckets that I've already prepped. So now it's time to mix the plant food. So to make the plant food, you will need a kitchen scale if you have, a bowl, some measuring cups, and the ingredients to make the plant food, which are calcium nitrate, Master Blend, and Epsom salt. Okay, so first we are going to measure the calcium nitrate because the calcium nitrate goes in its own bucket. First, I'm going to be using the food scale and a bowl to be measuring out the 960 grams of the calcium nitrate. And I'm using the bowl so that all the little beads of the calcium nitrate don't spill everywhere. So basically, how the food scale works is, so first we're going to click it on, and you want it to say grams, like the G for grams. So when we put the bowl on, it's gonna measure it basically, and we want to get it to 0 so that it only measures the ingredients that are going inside the bowl and not just the bowl itself. So there we go. So we got it up to 0 grams. So now it's only going to measure the ingredients like I explained. Okay, so I'm going to use the spoon that's in the Ziploc bag so that I can scoop the calcium nitrate out. So like I explained, it's a little messy. So I'm going to scoop it and I'm going to pour it inside the bowl. And we want the scale to show 960 grams. So just keep putting spoonfuls of the calcium nitrate into the bowl until it reaches up to 960 grams. Okay guys, so I'm using this spoon right now, and it's gonna take forever if I use this spoon to measure out the calcium nitrate. So I'm going to be using something bigger. Like, take this for example. So this will take me a way shorter amount of time to do it, and that's what we like. So you see how the calcium nitrate is filling up this bowl, and it's kind of small, so it's really piling up. And now we're at 812 grams, so I'm going to be needing a bigger bowl for this. So I'm going to use this bigger pink bowl. So now let's just pour this in here. There we go. Now we got it up to 960 grams. So now that I have my 960 grams of calcium nitrate, I am going to pour all this inside one of the 2 5-gallon buckets, and eventually after that I'm going to pour water to the top and mix it together. So now that we've got the calcium nitrate done, we are going to be working on the Epsom salt and the Master Blend. So we're going to be measuring it out, same thing, but instead we're going to be pouring them in the same 5-gallon bucket together. So first we're going to be measuring the Epsom salt. So like the calcium nitrate, we're going to be measuring it until we get up to 480 grams. So I'm planning ahead this time. I'm actually using a bigger measuring cup beforehand instead of that little teeny tiny spoon. And it's okay to be messy, you know. For this time, I'm just gonna keep pouring it in, and yep, it's way easier than the spoon. I will say that. Now we're actually at 480 grams. So I'm going to take this bowl aside, and I'm going to use a different bowl to measure out the Master Blend. And remember, you need 960 grams. So this Master Blend, to me, feels a little bit like sand. There we go. Okay, so now that I'm done with the Master Blend, I'm going to get the Epsom salt bowl, and I'm going to be mixing them inside the 5-gallon bucket, and then I'm going to pour water in it and mix it all up. So I just finished mixing together with water the 960 grams of the calcium nitrate, then in the other bucket, the 960 grams of the master blend, and the 480 grams of the Epsom salt. And I just keep them separate until I'm ready to plant my vegetables, and then once I'm ready to plant my vegetables, I mix them together. And I use this old ice cream pint jar, and when I'm ready to plant my vegetables, I just scoop 1 ice cream pint of this solution and then another ice cream pint of this solution, and then I pour them into 1 bucket, and then I just mix it with water, and that creates the plant food for my vegetables. I'm so excited. I can't wait to plant my vegetables. I've already made my 2 batches, but the one that I'm mixing right now is the master blend and the Epsom salt. And I'm just mixing it because it's been sitting out. All the stuff that's on the bottom of the bucket will rise up to the top, and it will be evenly distributed. So I'm going to take my ice cream jar and I'm going to fill it up with the formula, and then I'm just going to pour in the formula into each one of the 5-gallon buckets that I've already prepared. So now I'm going to be doing the same thing with the calcium nitrate bucket. So now I'm just going to be mixing it just like I did with the Epsom salt and the master blend mixture, just to get all the stuff that's from the bottom to the top, and just repeating that process and just pouring it into each one of the 5-gallon buckets that I've already prepared. All of the buckets should have the calcium nitrate mixture and the master blend and Epsom salt mixture. Right now is a good time to place your buckets in a sunny place that you want them to be, because if you were to fill water into the buckets, it will be very heavy to carry. So now I'm going to bring my vegetables and 2-inch nets next to the buckets. It's time to fill all the buckets to the top with water. I'm filling up the buckets all the way to the top so that it mixes all of the formulas and the water together so that it distributes it. All of the buckets should have water filled all the way to the very top. So now I am done filling my buckets with the water, and now I place the lids back on, and now I'm placing the nets into each of the holes. As you can see, once you put the net inside the hole, the water kind of covers the net a little bit, and that helps keep the rock wool moist for the plants to drink. So once you see these roots coming out of the rock wool, stop and take a look and examine it. And the roots act like little straws for the plants, so basically it drinks up the water and sends it all the way up to the plants so that it gets the nutrients that it needs from the water. Each net gets its own vegetable. And this bucket is for the basil. Isn't this cute? It's a baby basil plant. So now I'm placing these little clay pebbles around each of the plants but make sure that the little clay pebbles don't cover the actual plant itself. We want it to just gently be placed around it. The clay pebbles have two purposes. So the first reason is that the clay pebbles prevent the sun from shining in and creating mildew. And the second reason is that it puts weight on the plant so that it doesn't blow away on those really windy days. After time, look at all these roots that will grow. Oh my gosh, the best part finally came. We get to eat the vegetables that you just grew. And it is so exciting because you've been waiting such a long time, and I honestly cannot wait. So personally for me, I don't like to eat a lot of greens, so I like to make smoothies with them. All that is in it is pineapple juice, frozen strawberries and frozen cherries, 1 banana, and the kale that I grew from the hydroponics. My smoothie is so delicious. I hope that you guys can make delicious meals out of the vegetables that you guys grow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!